Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new HALACHA for you, and it's for Tuesday, 12th day of April, 11th day of Nisan. The Shulchan Aruch says this interesting halacha, and that is that if a person has a piece of meat and he says the words, "This is for Pesach," that phrase, "this meat is for Pesach," can be construed as a problematic situation. It might sound as if you are sanctifying this piece of meat to have the holiness of like the Korban Pesach, the sacrifice of Pesach. And if such a thing were to be said, or if such a thing were to happen, then there'd be a problem about you just eating the meat and eating it any way you please because you attempted to put onto it the status of Korban Pesach. And that's pretty holy stuff. And for you to just, eat it Shabbos afternoon to take some nibbles of it or something could be considered a problem because this now you conveyed upon it the holiness of the Pesach sacrifice. So you're not supposed to play around with that phrase, especially around meat, and say this is for Pesach. Okay, next phase of this question would be, what if it happened? What if someone sees you in the store or unloading your groceries, or you were at some food distribution and they go, "Wow, that's a big roast," and you say, "Yeah, it's for Pesach," which is exactly the phrase you weren't supposed to say because it could imply that you're putting some kind of holiness on it and it could constrain the uses of the meat. So what if those words flew out of your mouth? You just said, you didn't even know what you were saying. You didn't know that it had importance till the guy screamed at you and said, "Did you just say this meat is for Pesach?" You're not supposed to say that. Now you're, sort of showing that you wanted to have the holiness of a Korban Pesach. So what if those words happened? In short, the answer is it's fine. It's fine. We don't have the Korban Pesach today. That piece of meat that you're holding, you certainly didn't intend for it to have the Korban Pesach sanctity. When the Shulchan Aruch said that, it's still true. It's still true 100% what the Shulchan Aruch said. You're not supposed to say it. It could be deemed as a problem. But b'di'evet, after the fact, if it did happen and you said this is for Pesach, not to worry, says the halacha. Nothing happens to the piece of meat. We just try not to say those words if we can avoid it, so that we won't step into that gray area of sort of implying that this beautiful roast here is somehow imbued with the holiness of the Korban Pesach. So I hope I didn't make that complicated. Basically, when you have a piece of meat, don't say it's for Pesach. It could imply it's for somehow for the Pesach sacrifice. But if you did say it after the fact, it won't be considered halachically a problem. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.